In this video, we will be comparing different forms. Let's look at the first example. We have a decimal and we have a fraction. 0.5, is it less than, more than, or equal to 1 over 2? Well, we have to use a number line to see which and where do these numbers fall into. So we have 0 and we have 1 over here. But 0.5 will be in the center between 0 and 1. Why? Because if you add 0.5 plus another 0.5, you actually get 1.0, which is 1. And we don't really know what this fraction looks as a decimal. So we need to divide 1 over 2. So 2 cannot divide 1. So we need to add our decimal point and add a 0. Now this 1 becomes a 10. Think of it like the number 10. Now 2 goes into 10 5 times, and 2 times 5 will give you 10. You subtract, and 10 minus 10 will give you 0. So 1 over 2 is equal as 0.5. So that means that 0.5 is equal to 1 over 2. Let's look at the next example. We have 0.25 and 1 over 4. So the decimal point, it's actually easier to read it as 0.25, but 1 over 4, let's turn it into a decimal so we can see what it really looks like, and then it's easier to compare them this way. Now 1 over 4, well, 4 cannot go in 1, so we need to add a decimal point, add a 0. Now that becomes 10. Think of it as 10. 4 goes into 10, 2, and 2 times 4 will give you 8, minus 2, then 10 minus 8, that will be 2, and you bring down a 0, so that becomes 20. Now 4 goes into 25, and then you multiply 4 times 5, that gives you 20. 20 minus 20 gives you 0. So 1 over 4 as a decimal, it is 0.25. So that means that 0.25 is equal to 1 over 4. Here we have another example. It's easier if we use a number line to see where 0.8 is located. So we have 0. So 0.8 will be around here, but it's quite difficult to know how 3 over 4 looks as a decimal number. So what we need to do is divide. 4 goes into 3. Well, you cannot, because 3 is smaller. So we need to add a decimal point and add a 0. It will become 30. Now 4 goes into 30. 7. 4 times 7 is 28. 30 minus 28 gives you 2. You bring down a 0. That will be 20. And 4 goes into 25. And 4 times 5 will give you 20. 20 minus 20 will be 0. 3 over 4 as a decimal is 0.75, and 0.75 will be around there. So that means that 0.8, because it's positive, both these two decimals are positive, so 0.8 is farther away from 0, so that means it's bigger. So we compare 0.8 and 0.75, so that means that 0.8 is greater than 0.75. Here we have two negative numbers, -1 and -0.5. So let's use a number line. This way is easier to see where these numbers fall. 0 is over here, and -1 is on the left side of 0. Now, in between these two numbers, we can find -0.5. But if you add another -0.5, it actually goes all the way to -1. But you have to be careful. You might think that -0.5 is smaller than -1, which is not the case, because a negative number that is closest to 0 will always be greater than any other negative number that is farther away from 0. So that makes -1 less than -0.5. Here's another example. We have 2 over 3 and we have 0.666. So 0 is here and 1 is over here, and you already know that between these two numbers you can find 0.5. So 0.666 will be around here between 0.5 and 1. But what about the fraction? Let's divide this fraction, and 3 cannot go into 2, so you need a decimal. You need to add a 0. Now 3, how many 3's goes into 20? That is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Now 20 minus 18 will be 2, you need to add a 0, bring it down. 3 goes into 26. Again, 3 times 6 is 18, 20 minus 18, and you see it's a pattern and it's repeating. So 2 over 3 is the same as 0.666. So that means that 2 over 3 is equal to 0.666, and it means that these two numbers are equal to each other. If this video helps you compare different forms of numbers, remember to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.